What is up, everybody? Welcome to Past
Present.
and Playback.
Playback.
We ain't got no Zach today, so it's just gonna be a Sean and I type of episode here. Probably gonna be a little bit of a shorter mini episode, hopefully, but we'll see. Probably no, we'll end up talking for like the next 6 hours. I don't know. We'll find out, and you'll already know.
We'll see how it goes. And if you're still here after the 6 hours, I'm real sorry. I apologize for that.
Got some quick news. So this is our second to last episode for this season. We're gonna have a 12 episode season. We kind of decided this at like the last minute, so we're gonna take a little break after we release the 12th episode, which will be next week's episode, and we'll be back in like probably like 3 or 4 weeks. We're not totally sure, but we're just gonna record a bunch of episodes so we can get ready for the next season of things.
Yeah, sounds good. And yeah, it gives us time to get stuff done and work on our other projects in the meantime. We're still going to work on the podcast, but
Oh yeah, we'll be
start the
working
next.
on it,
Yeah,
but and
yeah,
obviously we still got the TCG Boys stuff still going every Friday,
yeah.
2 p.m. So check that out on YouTube. And yeah, Sean, how's your week been?
Oh, just another busy week at work. Went out to dinner with my wife tonight. She actually got out of work early, so went to a nice place down the street from us, like a 5 minute ride. Wasn't bad.
Nice, nice.
Got some got some spicy lava wings. Lava wings, spicy. They were good.
Good. Um,
How
I've
about
just
you?
been working, watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's been pretty interesting to watch. As of today, I think we've got like 7 or 8 gold medals now. Something like
Yeah,
that.
US. Yeah, US is yeah, I heard they won the yeah, they won a couple events. What was the one fencing we're doing well.
Hmm.
The rowing team won recently, right?
I don't know about
I
rowing.
think it was the yeah. Um
I do know
yeah.
we got gold and bronze for the women's all events or all around whatever it's called gymnastics because I watched that one with
Yeah.
my coworkers, and then
Nice.
I think we're still doing good in. I don't know if we did good in beach volleyball today or not. I was starting to watch it and we were losing, so I hope we didn't lose.
I was watching a little bit of the US men's basketball on this was on Sunday because we went to my dad's for a little bit and then we went to the beach after and
Nice.
watched a little bit of that. I need to find out when the next game is though. I do like the basketball because pretty much all the NBA guys are there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good team.
Obviously, yeah. And
They were
Liz, my
playing
wife,
yesterday and they're just decimating.
yeah,
You can tell they're kind of taking it easy.
yeah. I got to look at the schedule. I definitely want to catch that next game. But anyways, tonight we're here to talk a little bit more about more than the Olympics.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about our favorite movie experiences slash shows with our friends or at somebody's house. Um, all the experiences that we really remember and had a great time and remember it like yesterday. So movies that you watched with your friends that you were just like looking back on like it was yesterday and had a great time.
Mhm. Yeah. Just got a couple movies for me. I don't have any shows that I was going to talk about cuz
Hmm.
don't
I have
have too much to talk
I
about for shows. There's only a couple.
I have two shows, but one of them I'm going to talk real quick about. I don't have much to say about it.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
just actually going to add that to my list quick, which I should have already done. But I'm just going to
Sean's
so I don't
got
forget.
way more to say on this than I do.
Yeah.
I took hours trying to figure out just 4 movies because I don't really watch movies at home with people
Yeah,
often.
so a lot of these movies for me take place at this guy's Kyle's house. I don't know, you guys never met him.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I'll go first. So as you know, I'm a big horror fan, but I do have a couple of non-horrors. But I'll start with a horror. Friday 13th, 2009 remake that came out.
Yep, yep.
We watched this. So it came out in 2009. This is when it got released to DVD. When it was on, we watched it in his Kyle's living room downstairs, and we had a big group of people. If I'm not mistaken, I think we had our buddies Paul Nelson. I think Nelson was there.
Hmm.
Zach might have been there. There's a few people.
I think it was like my 19th birthday slash, I don't know,
Yeah. So we were watching it in the living room,
graduation.
and I'm a fan of that movie. I do like how I do like. It's just sad how we have not had another Friday the 13th because of the lawsuit, and doesn't look like we're going to be having any in the meantime anytime soon. But now they're coming up with a Friday universe now with like supposedly like a video game, or like it's not even a video game. It's just they're using the icon. They're using the Jason name
Ooh,
now,
excuse me.
and like Fortnite, like little bits and pieces here and there. Like, but anyways, not to get off track. But we watched the movie at Kyle's. All had a great time. The kills are good in that movie. We were all like, I remember we were all like cheering. We were cheering, joking around. I thought that was a good movie though. That was my second time watching it because I remember I saw it in the theaters with my girlfriend at the time in high school.
Hmm.
Because I really wanted to see it. I was a big fan. Um, Always been a big horror fan. So we saw that in the theaters. Then I saw that at Kyle's. I remember the parts where he's like running through the bells are going off underground, and that particular Jason would like hear the bells go off, and he had traps, and then he would know it, which makes sense because he had like an underground tunnel system. He would just know where people are, and it was a pretty cool movie. Do you remember the kills were pretty good? That asshole guy with there's always that one like jerk character that you're waiting for him to die, and then he finally got killed off, and he's like screaming like a little bitch at the end when he gets
Hmm.
stuck on the tow truck.
Yeah, you remember more about this movie than I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember like the beginning when everybody's like camping and then like they all
yeah,
die. That's all I remember really.
yeah. So that reboot was pretty much parts 1 through 4 for the wrapped up in one like 1 20-minute intro of a group of people that get killed off, and then you start with a whole fresh set of characters. But it was pretty good. But anyways, what about you, Kyle?
I'll stick with the horror for now.
Hmm.
Mine is a movie that you actually told me about. Never had heard about it before this, but I think it's a Sundance or something like that, one of those. But it's a Summer of '84. I actually have a physical copy of this movie now. Got it from freaking don't remember where I got it from off the top of my head right now. But they sell a lot of like those B and C tiered movies that you watch. But this one actually isn't. There's a few like that are just bangers that they sell. God, I can't think of their name right now. But Summer of '84, basically, it's about these kids. There's some other people disappearing. Can't remember if it was just kids or people. It's been a bit since I've watched it. I gotta watch that again. Um, Basically, they disappear and are dying or something like that. And one of the kids suspects it's their like cop neighbor is doing all the killings.
Hmm.
And I don't want to go too spoiler or anything like that, but the ending you won't be able to call it. You will not be able to call that ending um without seeing it for the first time because it's crazy. It's a crazy ending. And it's a great
Yeah.
movie overall. It's a really good like it's almost kind of like watching Disturbia in a way.
Yes.
Um but a bit different. A bit different.
Yeah. I remember we watched that together, and
Mhm.
I think I told you about it through one of my YouTube because I watched my horror YouTube channels, and
Yeah.
it was like somebody's top 10 or like the most recent movies they were watching. But yeah, that came out in the hype of like the '80s comeback with like Stranger Things.
Yep.
You know, not that it was trying too hard because it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
Very
it's a really good
yeah,
movie, and I know not a lot of people have seen it because it's one of those like indie movies. So,
yeah.
but it's shot beautifully. The acting is
Yep.
really good. Um, just it's an interesting story to watch.
I remember the 3rd act, you're at the edge of your seat. I'm not gonna spoilers free, but very suspenseful, not just in this type of horror that's like a thriller. It's not much gore in that movie.
Yeah, it's not
It's
super horror-y. It's more yes, it's more suspense
just
thriller
yeah,
until like I would say maybe the third act. And honestly, in terms of a horror, it's a different type of horror. It's not like a jump scary type horror. It's more of a that's messed up
yeah,
type of horror. Like, wow,
yeah,
that is crazy they went there.
and by the end of it, you have a bad feeling, and you're like, "Wow, this really happening?" You're like, "Wow, this is really happening." Like, because there's a I'm not gonna say it, but you have to check it out if I would highly recommend that if you have not seen Summer of '84.
Yeah, no, it's really good, really good.
All right, so next for me, I'll switch up to a comedy. So another one at Kyle's house.
Mhm.
Scary Movie 2. Okay, so I remember we were probably like we were probably in like middle school, maybe yeah, like maybe like I don't know.
Grab my strong hand.
Yeah. Grab my strong hand, child. Ooh, this pie looks so good. And he just or the mashed potatoes and he just starts mashing it. He's like he starts licking
Yep.
his little little hand. Take my strong hand, child. Take it, take it. um yeah, I remember like probably middle school over Kyle's house. That was like still the good old days when it was like the PS2 Xbox era. So I remember packing a bag, sleeping over. It was like probably a weekend Friday. We were bringing over some PS2 games. Play like we used to play 007 Nightfire. We used to play like a few bunch of games, and then we watching a movie downstairs. It was still everyone was still. It wasn't that late. I remember we were just watching it and um, like right after dinner or whatnot, and it's just hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I remember like almost like when tears come to your eyes because we were just something about that movie. Like I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
I've
I don't
seen
know if
like
it
bits and
holds up,
pieces. Yeah,
but
yeah. But when it first came out, it was great.
yeah.
Um,
It's probably my
yeah,
favorite of the scary movie series.
yeah. Me too. Yeah, me too. Trying to remember the other parts of the movie. They all go to that. It's supposed to be a ripoff of like the haunted house, the haunting of haunted mansion or something, or
Oh yeah, so
house on.
probably
It's
should
supposed to be a
explain.
ripoff, like
Yeah,
House on Haunted Hill. It's a parody.
it's
It's a
parody.
parody of
It's a
yes,
comedy parody of
yeah.
horrors. So it
Because the
takes like
first scary movie, yeah,
those tropes
yeah,
of like the horror movies and turns it into a funnier setting type of way.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, they're all in the mansion spending a weekend together, and the butler guy is hilarious with the hand. I'm trying to remember the other characters.
There's the druggy
Uh,
black guy who would get high all
yep,
the time.
yep,
We had the dumb bimbo female. Um,
yep,
there was like I think there was a nerdy friend or like a geeky friend or something like that. There
yep.
was a guy in a wheelchair.
Yes. Oh my god, that was fun. Yeah. Remember he's playing basketball with the ghosts. He's
Mhm.
like he's like getting they're like he had like the weird like haircut with the hair like he had like one like all bald and he had like the hair like slicked over to one side like the guy with the glasses in the
Yep.
wheelchair. Yeah, it was just a fun movie. Yeah, I don't know if I would have as much. I have to see how I feel with it today. I'd probably still laugh at a couple of the scenes, but at the time, I just remember laughing so hard, I'm like pissing myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it was great when it first came out, but then like that was like the height of that era with like the parodies of just making fun of these horror movies, and then three wasn't as good because I think three was the one that was like Signs. It was like supposed to be the parody of Signs with like Mel Gibson
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
and yeah, the
And
aliens, the one,
I
yeah,
think they parodied War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and
yeah. I think that was
yeah.
the fourth one,
There's
maybe,
a lot of
but the third
alien
one,
based
yeah,
stuff. And there was like
yeah,
this they used the ring also in that one a lot.
yeah.
Because I remember there's a scene where they like fight the ring girl back into the TV or something like that.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're like slapping her and like talking trash to her and talking shit, and they throw her back on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, good movie. Don't remember much. Definitely need to rewatch it. But yeah, what you got next?
So for me, I could stay with a sort of a comedy. This one to Nelson was graduating college. We went up to go visit him. He was graduating from Keene State in New Hampshire.
Hmm.
We went up to visit him. He had his own apartment with some friends of his, and I remember we got there. We were tired. We got set up kind of where we were gonna sleep and everything, and then I think we went out and we got a few drinks. We came
Hmm.
back and we were like, "What do we want to do?" Uh, and we're like looking through like Netflix or something like that, and then we see the Power Rangers movie, the Ivan Ooze Power Rangers
Right.
movie. So we're like, you know what? Let's watch that. So we start watching that, and then as we're watching that, people started coming in, and as they were coming
Hmm.
in, they were seeing us watching it, and then they would come and join us watching it. To the point of where we had, I think, like 20 or 30 people in this small apartment watching this movie. Um, Zach was passed out. He was out cold, fell asleep.
Yep. Yep.
I remember there was a good mixture of guys and girls. All everybody was into watching the Power Rangers movie because they're like it was super nostalgic for everybody because they all had like watched Power Rangers as kids. Uh, and then I'm pretty sure we went out and we got drunk again, more drunk.
Nice. Yeah. Never made it up to Nelson's apartment, but yeah, that was I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the show when I was
Hmm.
the live action show when I was little. I remember the theme song obviously. But I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think I
sing it to
saw.
me right now.
I just go go Power Rangers.
All right, he's got it. He's
Na
got it.
na 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 na.
He's got it. He's got it. I was just
Yeah.
messing with him.
Uh, yeah. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. But um, okay, I guess I'll go next. So I'm gonna do two shows in one because I don't have much to say about them. But so two shows real quick. So Walking Dead. So when this came out, show was such a letdown. In my
Surprise,
opinion.
surprise. He goes to a certain person's house to watch this for a while.
Yeah. Again, get yeah. You're gonna see a trend to this. Most of these I've seen the Kyles. Yep. And Zach was actually a part of this. So
So
Zach
was
was
Paul and Nelson, I think.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So we used to go to Kyle's every Sunday. And I remember at the time I was working at my college high school job, which was right down the street. So I used to work. I used to work till like 9 o'clock, usually on a Sunday night. Used to work till like 8 or 9 o'clock, which was perfect because sometimes I would. And my job was like right up the street from Kyle's house, so I would get there with like sometimes I'd show up with like 10 minutes into the episode, which is fine. Didn't miss much.
This was a
Um,
time when you couldn't
yeah.
just pause and wait for people. This was on
Yeah.
live television
Yep. So,
only.
but it was fun for a while. We probably did it for like the first what maybe first two seasons,
Yeah.
and then
After
we
that,
kind of
it started going
yeah.
downhill.
Yeah, because that show had so much potential. It was still, don't get me wrong, it's still a decent show, but it just it focuses too much on people's behavior and traits during an apocalypse and
Yeah,
how
because that's
people,
more terrifying than the zombies.
yeah, which is
Because zombies do one thing,
true,
and you
true,
can't
but
make 8 seasons of a zombie chasing people, and that's it.
right, right,
It
but
works for
even
movies because that's like an hour or two, but
yeah, I guess it was just they could have done so much more with that show. Like I wanted more like action, which the first season was a lot of action, but then there's some low points.
mhm.
I watched it up to like the season with Herschel's farm when they all go to the farm,
So
and
season
then
two.
yep, and then I stopped watching it after that. I was like, I can't do this. And it was. Don't get me wrong, it's a good show, but it's like it just drags. It felt like it was just dragging.
Mhm.
It's like okay, it's like really, I'm just sitting here watching like falling asleep. Like what are we watching here? Just like people talking about what they're gonna do next, or it's like, are you really gonna do a whole episode of like the relationship between people. Like, come on, give me some action. Like, it's. I wanted like more of a horror action zombie show. Like, doesn't always have to be constantly chasing, but like, come, you know what I mean? Like, I want more suspense. I want more like I want to be like, holy shit, that just happened. Like, I wanted more like action for like a zombie show. Like, in my opinion.
I mean, there is those holy shit that just happened moments, especially when like major
Yeah,
characters die. Um,
yeah, true.
Scenes where like weird, crazy ass things happen. Characters losing limbs, stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess and I shouldn't talk about all the negatives. Like, I should give it another shot because
Yeah,
it's what is it, like 10 seasons.
yeah, something like that.
Like,
I
so
watched like the first 6. I will say
mm,
it got a little bit better after season 3. There's a lot of just them as a group wandering and avoiding
yeah,
zombies and fighting some zombies because they're like low on ammo and
I saw a little bit
whatnot.
of the season with the governor, like the crazy guy. That's pretty intense, actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of got meh again. That's when I fell off.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, my next one real quick is my next show real quick is Blue Mountain State. So I recently got back into this because I've been another one that we watched at Kyle's, and I think we used to just watch it. I used to watch it with my college buddies as well. Yes, because
I watched that one
it
with
came out
Zach a lot.
it came out in 2010 or 2011, and I used to watch it in my college. I was in college at the time. Used to watch it at Kyle's house. Used to watch it in my dorm with my couple of my other buddies. We just a fun show. The quick episodes, like they're like 20 minutes. If you watch it on live TV, it was on Spike TV at the time, um, which is what it's like Paramount Network or something now, but it used to be Spike TV.
Hmm.
Like half-hour episodes with the commercials. Now, if you watch it on streaming because it's on Netflix, it's like 20 minutes. So it's just a fun show. Just um, and since college football, the new college football game came out, I downloaded the roster as Blue Mountain State, so I play as the team. And then I was like, oh, I should rewatch the show, but
It's not
I've
an
been rewatching it.
official roster. It's just somebody made a
Yeah,
roster.
just someone made a roster on the team builder and imported it. So, but then I changed some of the names on the roster but he made the guy on TikTok. I found him. He made the team, the stadium, everything, the jerseys, and the players. But you just had to change some of the names and the jersey numbers he made because you can't for some reason you can't edit. But anyways, yeah, it's a good. He did a good job with that team. But yeah, so I started rewatching the show. Just a great like drinking show, like just have fun, like college show, like drinking games, a little over the top. Like it's not like how college really is, but like um, some aspects of college experience. I remember from that show, like going to parties with friends, like having parties in my old apartment, having big parties.
Hmm.
But like it's a little over the top, but it was
No,
funny
it's
because
more than a little over the top, but it
yeah, yeah,
is. It's a good
yeah, it was just
comedy.
it's hilarious. The guy, the
A
main
lot of the
that cat,
jokes don't kind
yeah,
of mend well with the younger generations, but
yeah, because his the main one of the main characters, Thad, he is a is he's a huge actor now. He's in
yeah,
that show Reacher
yep,
on Amazon, which is good. I need to finish that. I watched like the first season,
yeah.
but
He's been a couple other things since.
he's that was like one of his first shows, I think.
Yep, yeah, that was like his
Yeah,
first big gig. Hmm.
yeah,
And
yep,
the guy who
um,
played Alex is on like Days of Our Lives or something like that now.
yeah, yep, yeah. So those are my shows. What do you got, Kyle?
Well, real quick, there's rumors they're trying to get Blue Mountain State to come back. By the way,
Ooh, I love that. Yeah,
um,
because there's 3 seasons, I think. 3 seasons.
yeah, and a movie.
Yeah. Yep, yep, and they're all on Netflix, so I'm rewatching them right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little foreign with my next one. So there's a movie series from China called Infernal Affairs.
Mhm.
Um, when you're watching it, so here's the premise. Let me know if you've heard of this before. All right, you got a guy who grew up and became a cop, and you got a cop a kid who grew up to become a cop that is now they're both working undercover as their other things. So the cop is undercover for the mob, for the yakuza or whatever,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
this guy is undercover to be a cop in the mob, right? Okay.
Okay, sounds like Departed.
Yeah. Here's the funniest thing about this. This movie came out like 2 years before The Departed came out, and it's the
Okay.
exact same movie, almost
It's a ripoff.
to a
Yeah.
T. The way
Or I should
characters
say no, I should
died
say
and
yeah,
everything. I didn't
or I
watch this
should
movie
say
with anybody
Departed ripped that.
else. Yeah, so The
Yeah,
Departed technically ripped this movie
ripped
off
that. Yeah,
to
yeah,
such a close extent. It's almost plagiarism.
yeah. Wow,
It's
I did not
absolutely
know that.
insane. So yeah, I didn't realize that either. I was just on I go through some like foreign movie kicks every now and then where I want to watch foreign movies. And this movie, it's almost the exact same. It's literally this guy, he wants to be a cop, but he goes to jail as undercover for the police. So he's never known to actually be one. He's so deep undercover that only the certain people know it and everything like that. They do the broken arm thing where they really break his arm. He goes into the
Yep.
bar, they break the fucking cast. Like that happens the way the three characters all die at the end. Spoilers if you've never seen The Departed. It's the exact same. Exact same.
Yeah. Departed is one of my favorite movies, so actually I'll have to check this out.
It's honestly really good. I mean, you'll have to watch it with subtitles. I
Yeah.
have it. I own the
Okay.
Criterion Collection because they actually made two others after that.
The movie I have to watch at
Yes,
Kyle's house.
but they're really good movies, honestly. The first one is my favorite. The other two are a little weaker, but honestly,
Yeah.
it's an awesome series. And people who have seen Infernal Affairs prefer it over The Departed because it just was told a little better. I
Nice.
mean,
So
The Departed had great actors.
Infernal
It's a
Affairs.
great movie. It had great actors, but it kind of soured once I saw Infernal Affairs. Saw that movie came out like a
Infernal
year or two
Affairs.
later,
Okay.
and yeah, I haven't actually enjoyed it. I mean, I haven't opened it yet. Eh,
Infernal. Nice. I like the.
Affairs trilogy.
It's a cool cover. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
I have to crack this open so I can start watching it. I love
Is
Criterion
that Blu-ray?
Collection, by the way.
Is that Blu-ray?
I believe it is. Yeah, Blu-ray.
Nice.
I believe
Nice,
it
nice. Yeah,
has
I'll have to check that out.
all sorts of other like special features. I think something like that. It's in 4K. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to see. It'd be kind of cool to see a
I also have
movie
the
with
Summer
that
of
plot.
'84 under me somewhere too.
I have to rewatch that too. Yeah, but that's kind of cool to watch a movie of the same plot as Departed because that's one of my favorite movies. Yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely check that out.
Yeah,
I only have two left, and
yeah, cool.
not sure how. Yeah, so these are horror again. So all right, so when I was same around the same age as Scary
Mhm.
Movie 2,
Yep, keep talking.
hilarious experience with Freddy vs. Jason when that came out. So we're in Kyle's room watching it with his younger brother. I don't know if I forget if he watched. I think I think we watched the whole movie together. But that stupid scene where the cop has his gun drawn at the door, and Jason walks in and tramples him with the door, and
Hmm.
He's like backing up with his gun, and he's like the
Oh
worst.
yeah, that scene. You love
Yeah,
that
he's
scene
like,
so much.
and I was yeah, because he has his gun drawn, but he's like not even a threat. Like he's not even like a intimidating cop. He's just like I'm pretty sure he's just like a security guard or a cop, and he's just backing up slowly. He's like backing up slowly, but the door just hits him, and he just dies because Jason just walks over the. We laugh so hard at that, but some decent kills on Freddy vs. Jason, like the beginning with the bed that the asshole boyfriend gets folded up in half, and the bed
Yep.
just gets um, the bed folds up. The bed frame just squashes him in half, and then he puts the and they after getting stabbed a few times. That was crazy. Uh, in the stupid cornfield scene with the not they're having a party rave in the cornfield, and Jason just takes out the machete slowly, and it's on fire, and he's coming. That was pretty cool, though. He's pretty cool, like pretty cool scene where he's just coming out of the cornfield, walking around, slashing people with the machete, and he's burning. He's
Hmm.
halfway on. He's like halfway on fire, and but um, doesn't hold up as well. I don't know. That movie kind of grew on me, but and then I wanted to. This is a good one because we actually rewatched that with Kyle's girlfriend
Hmm.
when the Friday box set came out,
Yes.
um, from Scream Factory. I don't know if that's the company you were thinking about earlier, Scream Factory.
No,
It's
no,
one of
no.
those.
That wasn't for
Um,
Summer Ready for. It's
but anyways,
the other one.
I forget.
Vinegar
But
Syndrome.
Vinegar,
Vinegar
yes, Vinegar.
Vinegar Syndrome.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, because that's one of those other companies that produces the physical media for yeah. Um, so I remember we rewatched it recently. Actually, it was like a few, maybe a year, in the past couple years, like year ago.
It
But
was like a year
yeah,
ago, probably.
yeah, we watched it. We were mainly just cracking jokes and making. And the one movie that we picked to watch because Kyle's girlfriend agreed to watch one with us, wanted to watch, and the one that we all pick is, of course, Freddy vs. Jason. Sure, let's
Yeah.
watch it. So we're just crack. It was fun.
Did we watch
My
Jason
lot,
X with
yeah.
her too after that, or was that just you and me? I remember we watched it
Oh, that
right.
was just you. That was you and me.
Okay.
Yes, that was. Yeah, we watched Jason X. Great box set, by the way, with all the special features and um, all the all the content on those. Um, and my last one is every year I used to go to Kyle's to watch the original Halloween around Halloween time.
Yep.
We used to watch the original John Carpenter's, um, and we haven't done it recently. Maybe we'll have to do that again, or he'll have to come to my house and
Yeah.
watch it when it gets when it gets. But I have the original. I think I still have the original since my basement flooded. I think I have the Blu-ray still somewhere. I don't think that got ruined, but yeah, because I had that. I think I'm pretty sure I had that stored up on the shelf. Um, yeah, and that's just a tradition for him and I because Halloween is one of my favorite horror movies. But anyways, I love the fall season. Sweatshirt weather, hard cider, just going out and
Listen, I
that's
drink
throw.
hard cider all year round.
Yeah.
I don't need the fall for that.
I know, right? Throw a hoodie on. That that fall crisp air love that time of year, and then going to a haunted corn maze or something with friends,
Ugh,
or
excuse me.
doing something very festive time of year for me, and um, go to Kyle's house, watch that, and it's just a yearly tradition. One of the best movies that kicked off the horror genre. Well, helped to kick off the horror genre, but it's like a staple in the one of the main staples in horror. I think that movie when it because it just did so well.
Hmm.
Did so well, and the great thing about that movie is there's not a lot of gore. It's just so messed up. Guy breaks loose, and definitely a good movie to watch around Halloween time. It's like,
Yeah,
and then spoiler alert if you have not seen the original Halloween. Yep, and
he
then
kills people.
yep, and then at the end you just
He
hear him breathing, and he's gone. The doctor shoots him, and
doesn't even have a name. He's just the shape.
he's just the shape. But the creepy thing is, he could be in anyone's house. He could be like, imagine when that first came out, people were freaked out. Like you just hear him breathing, and then they cut to all the shots in the movie of where he was during the movie,
Hmm.
um, and you just hear him breathing with the theme song playing, and then the end credits. Then you see the credits roll. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I got one more to talk about.
Yeah. Hmm.
I didn't watch this with you, but I remember watching this with Nelson and Paul. This is going back in college days. Probably
Hmm.
over one of the summers. I think it would be when we were all on break. A buddy of ours that we used to play Destiny 1 with told us about his movie called John Wick. There was I believe, direct to DVD movie for the first one. Um, Keanu Reeves. Basically, he goes on a rampage after this dude comes in, breaks into his house, kills his dog, and steals his car.
Yep.
And turns out this guy is a super deadly elite assassin, and he fucks shit up in the coolest ways. The first one is probably one of my favorites in it, and it was great to watch this movie with a couple of friends because holy shit, the just reactions, because no movie was like that really, with the crazy gun fu, the awesome freaking action scenes where he's just like shooting people in the head all over the place, the choreography to it all. It just like, ooh, is
The
like a
combat,
feast. It's a feast for
the
your
the
eyes. That scene in the
the hand to hand.
nightclub, the
Yep.
nightclub scene, so cool. Had William Dafoe also in it, great actor. It was honestly just a bunch of great actors.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie. Spawned
Love
into
John Wick.
this crazy series. Kept
Mhm.
going. There's 4 of them now, and a spin-off show. There's like 2 planned spin-off movies, I believe, still happening, or shows, or something like that. Um,
There's still one in
Absolutely
the
love it.
making. He's gonna do one more. He's getting old. Keanu Reeves getting old.
Maybe there's rumors he might do like a prequel
Yep.
or something like that.
Yeah, like a prequel. Yeah.
Maybe a sequel. I have no idea, but
Yep.
just it's just a great action movie for John Wick 1. Um, I think 2 is probably my absolute favorite. And
Yeah.
then
I
3
love
and
two
4 are pretty awesome.
love two when they're in the catacombs
Hmm.
and they're just casually what's that scene? I forget which one it is, but um oh the third one is when they're defending the hotel. Um, they're defending the hotel. Then at the end, um,
Did you see the 4th one? Yeah.
yes, is the fourth? No, the fourth the one where they're defending the hotel at the end, and they're
No.
just waves and waves of waves and waves of hitmen coming breaking into the hotel.
Not really. The 4.
That's the third one. The third one is the
No,
hotel.
the 3rd one is when he breaks the rule of the hotel
Yes,
and kills
yes.
on the Continental grounds.
And then but then they're attacking them in the Continental. Is the end of the
No,
third.
yeah, in the 3rd, it's everybody's coming after him. The whole world is after him at that point.
Yeah. Okay, that's
And
the third. Yeah.
then the 4th
Yeah.
is him using what little connections he still has to try to stay alive, whilst trying to earn his freedom by taking out like the leader of like the whole syndicate
Yeah,
and
and the fourth one is
to get a seat at the table or whatever.
he meets up with old friends to try to help him out and gain their respect. And the lady, oh my gosh, Holly Berry with the two dogs.
Yeah, that
That's
was
the
in 3.
oh, that was three.
Yeah, the 4th one has a dog
Okay,
in it
okay,
also, but
yeah,
it's a different. It's like this other guy who's like hunting him, and he's waiting for the bounty to get high enough so he can take him
yeah,
out.
yeah. But anyways, the second one is with the catacombs. That was awesome, and they're
Hmm.
shooting each other through a rave. Remember that?
Yep,
They're having a oh, that was so cool. But um,
he killed somebody with a fucking
yeah. No, oh, I
pencil.
was gonna say, speaking of John Wick, he's the real boogeyman
He's the Baba
when they come.
Yaga.
Yeah, the Baba Yaga, yeah, because Michael Myers is a boogeyman, but the Baba Yaga, he's the real boogeyman, Baba Yaga, right? He's the real.
Who do you think would win in a fight, John Wick or Michael Myers?
Well, since bullets doesn't affect Myers, I think Myers wins.
But John Wick could kill him with a pencil.
True.
Has Michael Myers killed anybody with a pencil?
I'm sure in one of the movies, yes. I don't know.
I know the
Not a
Joker
pencil.
killed somebody with a pencil.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's Joker. Want to see a magic trick? Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That's everything.
I'm out of stuff to
That's
talk
everything.
about.
Yeah. Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah. You make me want to rewatch John Wick. I have to. Actually, I don't think I've seen the fourth one yet, so yeah, I think
Oh,
I'd add that to my list.
you gotta watch
Yeah,
the 4th. It's just
yeah,
a giant action movie. That's all it is. There's like almost no
yeah,
dialogue in that movie.
yeah.
It's just
I
fight
think I
scene
was
into fight scene.
no, I think I was waiting for it to come on streaming.
Yeah, I saw that
I
in
think it was streaming.
theaters. I saw that in theaters.
Yeah,
Oh, so
nice,
good.
nice.
I own it. I have it
Oh,
somewhere over
okay.
here.
Maybe we can watch that too.
Yeah,
Ugh, I
John's
saw yawn.
falling
Sorry.
asleep.
Yeah, getting
I
tired,
already
but
yawned like 4 times throughout this.
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for watching, and
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed this quick episode.
So if you're still here, reminder: next week is the season finale, and then we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll be back.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Yep. And Zach should be hopefully there for the next episode. All right. Bye.
Bye.